It's not your fault. I still see a lot of people shaming themselves, blaming themselves, and drowning in guilt for things that really aren't their fault. And it's something that I do a lot still. So I figured I'd just make a quick video on it. But it helps me to remind myself that none of this is my fault. None of it. None of the bad things that I've done. None of the things that I've had to go through. None of us consented to being here. We were thrown into these bodies of flesh that have earthly desires that are corrupted. We didn't ask to be here. We didn't ask to go through the brainwashing of the education system. We didn't ask to have to deal with jobs and people and all the trauma, all the bullshit, all the abuse that we've had to go through from being here in this place. And so it's really not our fault. Even if you've done horrible things, really bad things, still, I would still say the Matrix wants you to feel guilt and shame for things that it forced you to participate in so that it can harvest your energy. Your main priority now should be protecting your energy. Protecting your energy and your peace from this place. And the truth that most people don't want to acknowledge is that people that we call perpetrators are also victims themselves. They're victims of their destructive desires that got them into trouble and ruined their life. I wouldn't want to have to live their life either. It's not a win for either one. And that's really the way that we should view this, because that's the truth. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about what society thinks. The average person is not moral at all. The average person participates in all kinds of things. They contribute to an unspeakable amount of suffering. Society is made up almost entirely of hypocrites. If these people actually cared about making the world better, they would change their beliefs, they would change their lifestyle, and they would actually do the things that are necessary to make the world a good place. But they don't do that. They just want to judge other people who have done things so that they can feel like a good person to themselves and basically just feed their own ego. That's really all it is. That's really all that it's ever been about. That's why you can't take people seriously, and just don't even worry about it. Why would I care what somebody like that thinks? People say that they want things to get better. People say that they want others to stop doing bad things, but really they don't, because if that happened, then they wouldn't have anybody left to judge. They wouldn't be able to feed their egos, which is all it's really about to them. It's all drama. Okay? Human beings still have a very childish concept of morality. And I'm not saying that you should use this as an excuse to continue doing bad things. No, that's not what I'm saying. You should still try to take responsibility and minimize the amount of harm you cause in the future, for sure. But don't beat yourself up over things that are in the past, because you can't change it and it wasn't really your fault anyway. Just try to do better.